up me or whatever. I was just rooting for Rose to get back her kids. Anyway, me go talk of an experience now with a 13-year-old, not my child, but my niece. And we are still having the same problem with her. All right, radio. This little girl, our mother not have it like that. But we try our best to make them comfortable. They're not hungry. They're not naked. Nothing like that, right? Only we send her go to school. At 13-year-old, I'm talking about. At 13-year-old, we talk to them about man, about everything. They're not short of nothing. They're not short of pocket change in them pocket. Nothing at all. At 13-year-old, they have a phone. You see, phone do a lot too, right? They have phone, they text and make the plans. When they go to school, they leave school and go outside, go have sex, unprotected sex or sex with bigger man. Because what? They start caught on the phone.
All right, but again, do you know predator behavior?
Yes, I do.
Do you know grooming?
I know that.
No, but hold on. But let me say something to you. The very fact. Let me tell you about predators. I don't think a lot of you do your research. Predators know the ones to pick. And any picnic can get tricked by a predator, you know. They know the ones to pick. So when you are saying that you give her everything, you may feel like you are giving the data everything, but the predator know exactly what I need. However, so when you feel like say your phone, boom, then go in one chat room or whatever, and then talk, and then groom them. Groom them by telling, oh, my mother said me not to have sex. I lie, your mother tell, oh, you mean, no sex. They groom them in the way to get them to where they want them to do what they want them to do, right? Yeah. So the very fact that you are going to blame a 13-year-old child, that the 13-year-old child know wrong from right when an adult decide to groom her and take what he not supposed to take, ruin her future, get her pregnant, and put her in a position where she go through depression, stress, and all these things. And Unwa said, it is the child's responsibility to say yes or no, or do right from wrong.
And read it. Hold on,
let me ask a question. We have big woman and big man. Me a 47-year-old. I don't know how old are you if you care to care.
For me? I'm 45. Yes. Read it.
All right. Me a big man and woman, that's true. Don't we make choices or make wrong choices sometimes?
We do.
All right. So you are going to put this responsibility, because we have 47 and 45, you know. We are going to put this responsibility on a 13-year-old.
Yes. What responsibility?
Of a man groom her and she go have sex and get pregnant
really,
and all of that.
Listen, of course, because you know why me I go put it on a 13-year-old. You must learn to say no. There is not, listen, if you are drugged and drugged and somebody I got bribe you with money. Listen, she was beaten.
No, sir.
No.
Please,
listen. You see that this case, you know why I would blame this girl? Because her auntie boyfriend do this to her. She feel comfortable to go over to her auntie house, and this man do this to her.
Guys,
this case.
This young lady was beaten and drugged. Her auntie had an orgasm in her mouth. This young lady was beaten and drugged.
Really? May I try to explain to you why me can't blame this little girl. But I not just she alone it go with. There is more kids out here go through all of them things, and this is what me understand in the ghetto. You see the parents them in the ghetto, them allow the bigger man them, because them poor, they allow the bigger man them to do stuff to them, pitney them, and nothing no come out there. Nothing now come out there because they now make an example.
Sorry.
So then get it and then no really, you have your little daughter, you're supposed to put him under your foot because
really, please, we can't please. We just have
put her under your foot, watch, you have to watch them.
But I forgot
because she
please, my beg you. Me cannot believe what we I first me feel like me ever get so emotional about something, cause you know, me love troll and grin my teeth and laugh and make fun of situations. And this is not a fun situation to make fun of. Right? I wonder if them just a troll for troll's sake or they're really, really serious. Because first she lead with, we provide everything. The only thing me hear is money, phone. Me hear that. Oh, we tell them say they're not fi make man this and make man that. But I'm gonna tell you something. First you lead with emotional awareness. When you're talking about communicating with young children, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to make sure that you build a bond with your child. Build a bond with your niece, where if they are having certain type of associations with men, peers, or whatever, they confide in you to have that conversation. You can give them all the money in the world, all the gadgets in the world, because I notice especially people from over that side there, you don't lead with physical, and you don't lead with emotional. I am sure, based on how you just spoke, your niece would never call you until I say, Auntie, you know, so one man, me a pass one man by one wall down the south while ago and he tell me, say, he love how me breast stiff as a 9-year-old, because mama telling you something what you think. When you think when they just hit teenager, man start look them. Man I look them from them I got primary school. Man I look them from them can school a sweetie in their hand. So you see by the time them 13, them done gone already. When you start see puberty, a clash with what she is feeling from already being exposed. Because no for uno see man approach and pick me and say, come here, I'm a little friend and give you one sweet in front of you, grin your teeth and pay a blind fucking eye. Excuse me language, cause me can't believe say me literally hear two big women say them and blame two teenagers, two young girls for opening their legs to men. No for uno pick me with a look pa uno and have a good conversation, because no for uno put a man over uno pick me. Because right now, based on how uno talk, if uno man say to uno say, if you uno pick say to uno say, you know say, then stepfather look on them and certainly uno go see a lie. Because uno love man. Uno too man-centered. Nobody can come to uno and talk to uno about nothing. That's why a lot of times teachers at school know more about uno pick me than uno, a foreign me there. And my daughter got boarding school at Jamaica. My daughter is not allowed to have a phone. And my daughter will thief her husband a phone just to call me and say, Mommy, this happened, or this is happening, or that is happening. Why? Because me build that type of relationship there with my daughter. Where and my daughter is gonna be 16, and my daughter can look at me and tell me anything. Why? Because I learned from what I went through. Me can speak from a point of view because me never have that type of parent. So me relate to my child how I want it to be related, because I saw come some uno pick me father molest them too. Because I don't put everybody else above the grain. I mean I put nobody above the grain. Me not trust no bitch. I mean not trust no man. Anything me daughter say Allah until proven otherwise. So if she's lying, me have to go prove that she alive first. But uno big woman, which first to comment, age of consent, I said this last night, age of consent is 16 years old. And it no matter if you don't think one 13, 14, 15-year-old have sense, legally by the court, by the law of the land, you don't have no sense. True. If no farmer consent sexually. In a Jamaica, I don't know about Guyana. By the law, you don't. She said the girl give the man right. Faith, do it. She laid out and do it. If you felt that way, Why the hell did you take up the girl? Because Rosalie said she carry her sister go report the incident, you know. When it happened. Right? She said she carrying her sister to CDA when it happened. So how you gonna say you blame your sister now? If you didn't blame your sister from that time, then why you didn't even report it? So why you say now make no sense to me? Why you say now make no sense? You just wrong and strong. CDA took the phone with the video evidence from her mom, which based on video description, because I was listening to somebody that owned a website and a screen record, and the person said the aunt and the man and the little girl at 14 was in the room when it was literally a threesome. You don't know, she said that wasn't the first time somebody was touching her. So if at 14, that was when the grape happened, and she said she already wasn't a virgin. Big bitch, are you gonna tell me, say, that girl know the fucking right thing? You see, if you know something named Stockholm Syndrome, if you know something named Stockholm Syndrome, you would know that people go back to their abusers. Because they don't know no better. Especially if you're coming from a home where you cannot relate. Especially if you're coming from a home where they would have rather sell you like a fucking pimp.
You know, you have a top about one, girl.
Because that's what her mom was doing. The man having, and guess what? This man, he went around and he videoed everybody. Because there was another video that Rosalie in there, and the man feel up Rose. And them said, Jake, so come. And then stop. So what are you telling me? She involved just the same. I don't want to hear nothing from no.
True.
And that lady was going to say she still have up that profile photo because she wanted her to get back her kids for what? And then on go spread allegations and Miss Kitty try stop on the front get kids. Listen, let me tell you something. Yes, the CDA, CISOCA, whatever it is, or CPFSA or whatever they call it now, they know that there was a previous case from this home. And now I know why them hold on to the children so much and they're so adamant that Rose cannot get back those kids. Because them already have a case coming out of that home.
Whenever
they already failed one child.
True.
If the man wasn't murdered, anything else could have happened to that child.
True.
But because there was a previous case, which is the sister when she was 14, that is why them hold on to her so much. Because Rose's name already in the system with her sister's report. So that is what is also affecting her case with her child. And that's why them hold on to her, pitting them so strong against her. Because there was already a case in the system where her name there beside it. So when I don't come on to call people name, when if you think out on the brain, so when I don't sense.
To run out of courthouse.
I can't believe big woman like when you come up here and say, yes, me blame the 13. Yes, me blame the 14. Are you kidding me? And based on how you speak, I don't expect you to put them to come to with nothing. Any man on road can groom them for anything at all. A man can groom a little girl just by saying, I love you, because they never hear it from their mother and they never hear it from their father. They can have the hypest phone. They can all get a car at 12. But you see, if they can't sit down and have a conversation with them parent, a man will just look on them and say, you're so beautiful, and he groom them. I don't think you understand that. Milan, sorry, Reed.
Oh, thank you. No, man, that's fine.
Thank you.
Renee, hold on there, please. Jamie, I don't think you didn't get out what you want to say.
No, so much happened really since I come up here. It's like the one thing when they come up here for, it turned into something else. But I'm gonna lead with this really. Junior was asking when he was up here, how is this going to end? And I think that is a question that everybody been asking. When is this going to end? If Rose say she's going to end it now, I think that we should, I don't think we should look and say, at this point in time, we need to wait for her to come back again, because really there's a bigger conversation what we need to have. This today proved to me, because when I just met you on your platform, it was about politics, but really you talk about everything, you touch everything. And right now, hearing them two women today talk about them blaming a child, this is a bigger conversation what we need to have right now, because we cannot believe there's adults out there who would say, big man, I have sex with a 13-year-old, and they will blame the 13-year-old. At this point in time, this situation with Rosem, I bring up something else and we realize that no, this needs to talk about, because we talk about Rose behavior, we're going to be here until next never. Because I don't know Rosa behave the way she behave. We're going to be here until next never. But there's a different conversation really, because adults out here, I say, pick me, and I'm telling you, who are you more? You know, we think just like them. I remember my sister, she was about 13 years old when her uncle touched her. And my mother found out, and my mother beat her because she said she never did say nothing. And I realized that my mother and a whole heap of other people come from a very dark, down place and grow up. Because as educated as my mother be, you realize, say, when it comes to certain things, she's done. Them grow downs. Ghetto people, them have that dunce mentality there. You know why? Because them look for picking as adults. And that's why they blame kids when certain things happen to them. I just say, go, and we are trying to expect rational behavior, rational things from people who irrational everlastingly. Then we expect people when I have no sense to tell with things that make sense. But really, there's a bigger conversation to have, because this is what adults think.
Hold on, I know why I said that I make the crowd run with it, you know. That is, the platform is all about advocating for women and children. When you came, hold on, the man, let me tell you, the man. When you came at the time, we were partially taking a break from it and dealing with some politics. But we over here, all these conversations have had on this platform. Yeah. We were doing it we actually had to take a break because it was so much. Mm-hmm. So when you came, it's a break that we were taking, because I can remember one day we had 274 women from Jamaica coming in the box speaking about their abuse and what they've gone through. So, you know what I mean? It is not new to the platform. It's actually what the platform is about.
That is true, because I remember there was a young lady one time, she was giving a story about something that happened to her in church. But over the year, I just said when I first came, but I always know that really platform don't stick to one dimensional way I mix up and bring down. No, it is always something where it is educational. You're going to come here, you're going to hear people's story, and you're going to learn something. There's a whole heap of things reading out. In a phrase, we bring down the politician, the pastor, the artist, the ranker, whomever forget talk about them, I would get talk about. But like I said, really, we need to have some kind of this today. I'm surprised. I couldn't believe what me I hear. The woman from Guyana, if she defend Rose doom. If I them the people that Rose have in her corner, she doom. If that them the people in her Rose corner, we're not gonna get no better from Rose, because there are people like Platform in our corner. Platform doom. Platform, I want to hope my head and scratch my brain. Because the men don't know what she talk say. None of what she say now make no sense. Our reasoning. But really, you know how it is going to done? It is going to done when we done. I guarantee you, it will end when we end it. Everything I want, it will done when we done it. When there's no more life and there's no more box and pride, the pride is no longer there. It come out of the situation, then they will be done. And them go back to them life, and we go back to educating people and hearing, giving victims their voice. Because there's a whole lot of them who clearly don't have a voice. I remember my 16-year-old stepdaughter come home to me to tell me that a taxi man said, and he used the exact words, he wanted to groom her. And when she said it to me, she said, Auntie, so and so and so. I said, do you know what that means? And she said, no. And she said that he always drop her at school in the morning time with her son them. She go Alpha and his son go Georges. And she said to me, say, Auntie, me always notice, you know, either doing pass Alpha, him drop off him son before he drop me off. And that she said to me. And I said, listen to me, you're 16 years old now, you're a big girl. Man I go say, and man I go look. You have to know, say, here what you see him saying that to you, do not go back in a taxi again. You understand? That is his intention. This is what I said to you. Do not travel with him no more. Alright? We need to, some of them people are really clearly have to educate them. Because as much as them big, them just grow. Them don't know. Clearly listening to them, they don't know. That not because I give a people money, no mean say, them want. They don't know how to create a safe space. I have 2 daughters, 3-year-old and a newborn. They don't know how to create a safe space. I remember really, as a victim of essay, I grew up blaming myself because I thought it was me. All along I would say myself, say, there were days when I sit down and look and say, boy, if me never did go over there, he would not touch me. If when he did call to me, me did go on about me. A long time I blame myself, and I never forgot I was 19 years old and my sister was 8, my little sister, and she was in the yard playing. And I remember the day I sit down and I look at her and I say, if she should have come in and said somebody touch her, could we blame her? Look at her, she's just a child. She was my age. And I look at me say, if she says somebody touch her now, I could have never blame her and say a fear fault. And that's how I stopped blaming myself. I realized that it wasn't me. So some of them, they don't know really life. And because some of us are educated and because we are exposed, we think different and we know right from wrong. Some of them people, them stuck in a one place, in a one way, and them really and truly don't know no better. If you listen to how them talk, you realize that they don't know any better.
The 2 of them come down. Justice Rose, the 2 of them.
I would just think that because
So
of my
it's because they know better where
kids,
they
them once them are picking them all the good parents, and because them are adult, them are going to think like how they're supposed to think, and they're going, no, them just go big. That's it. Life, they just travel with them, and because I'm still alive, there's no choice but to grow and get older. But that's it.
They know better, man.
If somebody has a chance, start reading.
All right, thank you.
They would have jumped if they don't know.
Now empty the box when everybody done. Who's the next person?
When I
Renee, go
jump
ahead.
down, the next person jump down.
I must apologize earlier, you know, I really, it doesn't sound aim to disrespect the platform. I'm fully cognizant of how it works here. But I really just wanted to get like a word out with that lady. You know, I'm very offended when people have on the Justice for Rosalie thing on their page, because it suggests that we are trying to seek justice for the perpetrator. So in this thing here, I've realized that the victims have become the villains, and the villain is being painted as a victim. And I'm very offended by it. I am extremely offended by it. I'm extremely disgusted by it. And anybody who comes here and tells, especially if you're going, they move the goalpost. So the lady was talking about a 13-year-old who constantly wants sorry about that. The 13-year-old who want man and whatever, no matter how them gear this, she still want man. They moved the goalpost, and I was trying to add to what you were saying to remind them that there's a video. I haven't seen the video, but based on what people are saying, there's a video with the auntie literally having an orgasm in the baby's mouth, a 14-year-old's mouth. At that time, a 14-year-old doesn't even know what that is. So for you to be doing that in a 14-year-old's mouth, and then you're going to look at me and tell me that you're going to blame the 14-year-old. The little girl stated that she was beaten. I heard somebody from the community stated that this little girl received $15,000 at one point to be gang raped. And when she received the $15,000, her response was, nobody has ever given me so much money in my entire life. So you hear what her thing was? She was looking at the money. She wasn't even looking at the activity that she had to do for the money. And I watched this young lady speak, right? And I watched her, she's empty. She can't even say that she was raped. She's saying that she's not going to call it rape. She's going to say he took advantage of her. In her head, and her aunt came out the same thing and said, you wanted it. All her life, she's only 18. And she's still a baby. All her life, this baby was told that whatever happened to her, she wanted it. And up to 4 years later, she still cannot come to the conclusion that, hey, I did not want it. That this, I don't want to say now. That this man took advantage of me. That what I got wasn't okay. I didn't deserve this. She still does not understand what, and it set her up for a lifetime of missed opportunities, because the baby had to go to school because there was a video being exposed in the entire community of her body part, of her drinking her aunt's orgasm. There was a video that spread in sea view of her doing that. The baby left school. She ended up having another boyfriend, and she ended up having a child, setting her life all the way back. And her sister is going to stand on the internet, and you're going to bring up back this baby's trauma that she
From your
just
listener, you don't
over.
want to see
And
it.
you're going to look at me and tell me that little girl want it. And you know what pissed me off when Rosalia just said how she is so hurt by the fact that there's a video of her sister doing this, but not the baby who had to engage in the act, who was beaten, who was drugged, and who was abused. The baby doesn't feel bad. She doesn't get a chance to feel bad, you know. Remember when I told her she don't get a chance to feel bad, but you, who did not take any of the sex, who did not have to go through any of it, you feel bad because you watched the video. Because you had to see the video and you were disgusted, you, and then you're going to come here and tell us that your sister is still a prostitute and she's still a whore, and there are women who are older than me who are twice my age, in Jesus' name, going to look at me, and Rosalie was an adult at the time. And Rosalie did not fight for her baby. Instead, this was just 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Rosalie was 28. And she did not fight for this baby. Instead of fighting for this baby,
she ate her.
She and her dirty, nasty auntie would do this to the pitney, put in her head so she didn't want Miguel. And then the little girl even said that her aunt was jealous of her. She felt as though she was in competition with a grown adult. She was a child. And una go look at me and tell me, say, oh, una go blame a 14-year-old baby? That little girl's mind is still stuck at 14.
That's true. And the video they out there show all Rose in the video.
She wants it because Rosalie just said, oh, even after this, she was still texting the man. That's what they do. The man stalked her. The man literally was stalking her.
You see how when she and him they are party. In Nicaragua one party too.
Because the man passed away and the aunt is still denying it to this day. And Rosalie has come here and
joined with the auntie. And she go for the auntie.
And billions of people to see. And you are going to walk around with a photo that says justice for Rosalie? You are going to walk around with a photo on your back print that says justice for Rosalie and not justice for the babies that she's re-victimizing.
No.
People, if this is how our mothers are going to operate, if this is, and these women are grown adults, can you imagine how many children they have allowed to be victims of this? Can you imagine how many babies have fallen susceptible to these people? And she came
Rosalie,
she laughed at little girl.
Her auntie, her mother, GX never in it. And one man did in their auntie husband, the auntie baby father.
We heard this story.
Rosalie mother, the young lady and the auntie and the man.
And now we are seeing the background as to why she called her a whore. She was a victim and the baby.
Yeah, one next boy did about another GX.
That means somebody else victimized her prior to that. So even if she got aroused, even if she enjoyed the act, it is wrong according to the law. And I am upset with the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I am upset with the members who lived in Seaview and were cognizant that this was happening. Although I don't really know how to get around, so I guess them probably could have said nothing. But everybody anybody who knew about this and did nothing and passed around this video.
No, but the video it did lie off already. Rosalie come back out now, come take out the video.
It was never Rosalie's story to share.
True. It wasn't Rosalie's story to share. That's it. She should never take it out here.
Never her story to share. And we allowed this and I'm just so sad. I feel sad for her baby. She looks depressed to me. She looks sad. And I just wonder, when are we going to stop exploiting our babies? That is what me would have liked to know. When she exploit her two little baby, them or pick them when she have, she fight, she carry on in front of them, she bring knife and something in front of Shanta or Barbara.
And nobody now say nothing about that.
When are we going to stop exploiting our babies? That's all me want to know.
Nobody is saying anything about that. That is good.
Spice Rose, you have anything else to say?
The lady that just spoke, thank you for speaking up. Kiara, I don't have gifts to give you, but I would really like to give you all. I said, oh, man, I said, I'm crying. I don't know what you people get that like giving children money and this and that is everything. I was born in St. Martin. And after my mother's last child father died, she moved back to her country with my little brother. And I was left with my dad. I would be given $25 US every day to go to school with. When children might have came to school with a little Santa and peanut butter and bread, I had $25 every day. I was groomed by an adult. I lost my virginity at 13 years old. I am 45 now. I'll be 46 next month. And it really, 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 really breaks me to hear big grown women saying, oh, them white man, and them this, and them that. Listen, me have a headache reading. It is sickening. I didn't want for nothing, absolutely nothing I wanted. My mother's love, yes. I never hear my mother tell me that she loved me. Now as a big woman, yes. But growing up, never. At the age of 12, I got my period in school and was embarrassed and didn't know what a period was because my mother never spoke to me about a period. And I had eczema and I used to scratch behind my legs. I was real mangy, like y'all guys would call it. And a friend said to me on break time, oh, you have blood behind your skirt. And I said, yeah, I was probably scratching my leg. And she's laughing and I know, a lot of blood. And I get into the bathroom and want to go and pee and see all this blood and started to scream and lock the door. And the principal came and janitor came and I'm not opening. They open with key and I lock it back. Because my mother never sat me down and told me what a period was. And even when going home from school, at the quickest me reach home, you see when the school bus stop, I ran home. I think maybe a minute me reach home, which would have taken me 10 minutes walk. And I started to yell at my mother and said, look, you make me get embarrassed in school, you never tell me what period is. And my period come down upon me. And all she said to me was, go in the bathroom, babe, wet your head. Still did not explain to me what a period was. I'm an 80s baby and my brother born 88. And at 8 years old, I was so stupid. My mother had me so stupid. I was sitting outside and waiting for the staff to bring the baby because that's how she told me the baby would come. And I used to say, no, come today, come for my birthday. He's born the 20th of March, I is the 16th. I remember telling my mother one day that these little girls said, because I know it was a 2-bedroom house. I slept in a room with my mother, and the other room, my brother's father slept in that room. Not knowing when I'm asleep, she goes over, they do the big people business, and playing with these little friends, they started to tease me and say, your mother and Bernard doing the soccer thing.
And I went home and told my mother. And I received such a fucking cut ass till I pissed myself. Keep away from them. They think they're a big woman. And y'all gonna sit here and say that a 14-year-old child. Yeah, she know what she had done. I was 13. I was groomed. Gentleman used to teach people to drive. What is wrong with you people? Are you sick in our head or what?
I must listen to that.
Me no know. Kira, I wish I could give you a hug, Mama. Thank you for speaking up. I don't ever think that money is everything, because a lot of you Rosalie's followers, yeah, she take care of the child and she did so, she that, and she did. Money is nothing. Do you know what it is? $25 a day. And if my father can't find the 25, the 20, and the $5 to give me, he'll give me the 50. I'm gonna bring back change. I mean, I have it. But then the next morning again, he goes, here's 25. He wouldn't even say, well, I gave her 50 yesterday, so she have 25 leave back. I get 25 again. You think money did anything for me? So then it started at 13. And then my mother never telling me she loved me and constantly abusing me physically went out there, because guess what now? My son's father, God rest and bless him, he would have been 60. I'm 45, do the maths. Again, groom me, pray on me, because boy, the little girl mother you abuse her. You know? See some money there? Them time was what you call it thing? This man. But me can't go on with this man, because if me go on with that, where me gonna tell me mother me get that from? Lowe's. With money for lunch, and he preyed upon me. At 17, I was pregnant. Got my son at 17, he's 28 now. Author of a book, a doctor, he's doing well. But still, my life just keep. At 21, I had my second child, my big daughter. She's 25 today. At 25, ended up in jail. And I have a soon to be 8-year-old. But you big women out here, oh, Rosalie, she has support the child. And then platform, I really want, because everything that the lady before was asking you, no, I didn't see, so I can't answer. And I didn't see and I can't answer. But you said Jay cut Rosalie on her hand. Did you see that? Or did she just come and speak about it and show a scar? Because I've heard already when she would have said, she would have do things to herself and say, that is him doing it.
Hold on, I don't mean to cut you, but please use your discretion. Please use your discretion with the time.
Yes, sorry, Uncle, really sorry. Guys, take care. Yes, what?
I understand what is going on, but a whole bunch of people don't necessarily
Yeah, stop.
Everybody else that is going to talk, please use your discretion. I didn't, it's a 3-minute thing, but people, please use your discretion.
Along me there.
Again, you know what I mean? I do understand everything that is happening, but remember, everybody that is in the box has been in the box from, apart from Simple and Sassy. So we want to just use with discussion so we can get them to come. Honestly, me feel like come off. To be honest, that's me feel. You understand? But again, please use your discretion.
Yeah, because the people not jump, the head one, they not jump off already, the defender.
I know you got to.
So you're not so sweet again.
Over here, you have to broaden your horizons, but I nearly lost brain cells listening to these folks. These two, I lost brain cells. Stupidity is what stupidity is. Let's be very clear. You see, when people say women add to the degradation of society, this is what they're talking about. You understand? These women clearly don't have no emotional intelligence. You're grown folks. And at this point in time, you're grown enough to understand that you need to employ empathy and a little bit of emotional intelligence. What would a 14-year-old mean by, oh, she wanted? What does that mean? She's 14. And they don't even understand the concept of grooming. Grooming allows these people to prey on their insecurities, their emotional intelligence, which they lack because they're still developing, as well as other things that's going on in their home. They find out what's going on with you and then they manipulate it and turn it in order to their advantage. These women cannot be this slow. You cannot be this delusional to think a 14-year-old wants this type of attention from a grown adult. With that being said, really, again, I know you have to expand and you have to really indulge with folks and have conversations, but I'm hoping moving forward, you limit the delusionment from some folks and you limit the conversations with the slow ones, the slow pokes who don't understand what is going on in life. Moving forward, last thing I'm going to say, gentlemen, be careful who you procreate with. Because when you decide to procreate with certain women, this is what you end up with. Folks who don't understand what time it is, how to be a grown woman, and how to also nurture and grow a child in the right.
Every mother fool till
Wait,
they have.
let us be very mindful when we are procreating. Stop lying down and careless and make baby with anything. Because some of them not no sense. Some of them not make it.
It's
This
just
is what we
some
end up
mad
with.
people everywhere.
Delusional ones.
They are
I'm
crazy.
going to go back now and read a book. Hopefully I can get back my brain cells. Thank you.
Okay, Mama, big up. Sassy.
What about reading?
Yeah, I mean, what go on?
Me there. I listen and I listen well, you know. I mean, I have to listen to everything. Reading. Your topic was about if the 14-year-old
the long
supposed to
time.
play, right?
No.
Or what was the topic? Can we make the command?
Them gone already.
Read project 2026, feeding the homeless.
Okay, that was it. But then it switched.
No, me just show them how just show them how TikTok is. I just remove film poster that put up jigs and this and the live went full. I went 100 over here and then me put it up and then we go how much thousands. So that show what TikTok is.
Same thing when me did I talk about the other day, negativity sells, right? Well, not really negativity, but everything never got talked about. Anyways, but let me say, as when Kira did say, money no raise kids, love do. And you see, if you can't love your kids then from inside of your home, them are going to go outside, go get it. Them are going to go outside. And me hate the stigma where them say, me have money. We have money. Look how much people out there will not have money to that, but them live. Them live, right?
Appear than a person with money.
Everything. But you see, the way how Rose treats her sister, just tell me how she'll go deal with her daughter. If anything like that should happen to her daughter, and her daughter come to her and make sure she knows that such and such did happen, she'll go blame her daughter just the same and say, you did know, you have sense, you coulda, you shoulda, you woulda, rather than getting her the right help and report it and do the right channel. She'll go blame the people just the same. If she'll do it with her sister, she'll go do it with her daughter. Just the same, nothing not gonna change. Because my niece are 12 years old, my niece only 2 years shy from 14. The one them say them blame the little girl, them just as bad. But talk it every day and I peer delusional people follow Rose and I'm not gonna change my more reading. Everybody will follow delusional.
Yeah, some mother's people them.
But I just gonna leave it right there, so.
Them mother fault.
I thanks for my respect.
Yeah, man, big up.
Some mad people them, yes?
Kira.
You could even make one just something talk.
Yeah, mute. Wanja, come through. Wow.
Some people like stay up in our box, we don't know when.
Represent what parents should do in their kids' life. My utmost respect for all those ladies and for the ones who understand what parenting is. really, I do this for a while. Now I'm this but I give a much respect. You always use a platform to acknowledge truth and rights and good morals within the space. Our Jamaican people can grasp it. Bro, I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed, I feel emotional about the two ladies that came up here. I can't believe that I was born from a woman and hear women come here speaking in this direction about kids. We have really serious problems in our society. And if those are the persons who is going to represent Rose, I guess now we are knowing that Rose is a part of disruption. She's going down the wrong road based on the persons who are representing her at this moment. We cannot pay a blind eye to this, even though sometimes we might not want to speak on certain things continuously. But this shows that there is no way Rose is going to change from the person who she is.
Yeah, she is. With the other people also, she will never change.
No form of accountability, no form of responsibility,
You don't
no
need
form of
to
morals, no form of parenting, no form of being a mother these two ladies show, and no form of respect to the motherhood of our land they show when it comes to this.
Then two man, no, sir.
It's sad, very sad. And I hope a lot of you who out there who are indulging in these things that Rose is doing, take heed and also listen to what these two ladies are saying. And if you are a part of that foundation about justice for Rose, I think you need to think again. Draw back into yourself and ask yourself this question. Am I this person who is advocating for this person?
I don't see it.
Change your mindset. Change how you think. And move forward in a positive vibe.
Make it people that turn
Never
it
get
in
no
there.
better. If we not decide to be better. But sorry.
Me never see something like this yet, so not me
Anyway,
see.
they
Should I take one up a little bit further?
the people that are around you
Earlier.
are going to help you. They are going to make you worse than you are.
No,
I'm
sir.
sorry.
No, man. Yeah, they're nice bowlers.
Yes. Sorry. But thank you. Blessings, everyone. I'm big up to Ray and Dira. Thank you. Thank you. I can't tell how much this come out there and speak like that. That's what we want to hear.
A boy and good pot.
The ladies speak.
Thank the
about
Lord for this
watching
food,
them.
amen.
That's right. Thank you.
Boy, me never see something like this tragedy in my band. The people them up.
Yes, so I know everybody say, oh, this is how ghetto run and this is how ghetto stay, and in the ghetto this happen. For every single rural community, ladies or girls that's on this live or is gonna come across any screen recording or anything, I just want to say you are not overlooked. Because people don't speak up much about the effects of SA in rural communities. And when I say rural, I mean country girls. Girls that grew up in St. Elizabeth, St. Thomas, St. Mary,
because they use it and cuss you.
Communities, because people don't speak
yeah, if strong
enough. I grew up in St. Elizabeth for the first half of
if you ever think your body talk about it, then tell you all kind of something. I tell them already. Then beat you, then do all kind of things. You can't talk.
Communities, they're women, and because they are not represented far enough, people over
the man they always get away with it.
Because I went through it too. Man, I looked me from me about 6. They always used to tell me how beautiful I am. Thanks be to God, my grandfather used to really tell me how beautiful I am. But I can give because they start grooming from so young. So as soon as you're big enough, them feel like them can pluck you. because that's what they call it, right? So I'm letting you know today you're not overlooked. Wanna go through it just as much as any ghetto girl. And I just wanna say I am so sorry for every single female on this platform that go through this. Jamaica have a real problem when it comes on to pedophile, and they don't want to admit it, but it is a big problem. And I'm not even talking about from a female, men to female perspective. I'm also talking about the grooming of young boys. I crossed over on this conversation last night on Ready Live when I talk about one example of women, bigger women grooming kids, and it always starts from them a baby. Because big woman like gonna always look at the little babies and say, oh, I'm a little man. I wanna keep on that tradition until them 12. Some of them mother have them in a dance and wind up on, and these kids start to form memories in their head. And this
I first me hear that one. First me hear that one. Lady, you want
do
that?
something, them do it, and guess what? They are the ones that say, me not like young girl, which I'm not talking about underage, I'm talking about them own age group. Me not like young girl, a big woman me like, a big woman first take my virginity. You understand? Because I grew up by school, but I never got talk about it. But anyways, I land my plane. Have a great day, everybody.
Alright, Mama, big up.
What's true?
Alright, hold on. Kira. Oh, Kira gone.
Yeah, I'm for young boy and tell us the woman
Kira,
over
in
here.
my comment section, no,
I don't understand.
Put on the AI control, look. Hold on. Oh, they say there last night.
What?
You remember last night when we had the conversation, somebody in the box would have said they think this was planned. And the little girl now go through with the plan. Who else said that? Who else said this last night?
The only thing my mother believe that because she never come at the house yet.
Who said it?
And all of a sudden she end up at her house.
Who else said last night in my box? Mom, I couldn't listen to something. Listen to this.
Please, the my cheddar, you know my cheddar. She have just wear at the same time. My cheddar. My cheddar follow them something because guess what? Rejoice. I remember you know, she in the house. Rejoice. She in the house with her. She had eat, she had drink, but she's a Judas. And that hurt. And it's a Judas and that hurt most.
Yeah, me did hear this.
Trust me. Everything is gonna be okay. We just have to just constantly pray. And so we are all grateful and everything. But she don't surprise me because I said it last night. I said it last night. I said to somebody.
Now this one will come back, man.
Girl, don't come against us. Just rejoice, man. This is a God trying to see it. But it is. We just have to take control, guys. Bless up yourself, Juice. And I appreciate.
Me get that one last night, sir.
You see, everybody have to come. Them say when you want to when a fly belly, you step on them and squeeze them. Everybody have to come and go and chat. So it looks as if it was planned, and the girl comes to zoom and swing the next way. So pineapple, I go.
Good evening, everyone. So we go just exercise my social responsibility because we as a society we have social responsibilities, people. So you go see certain things happen, and a lot of time we just turn a blind eye to it because it's not in our household. But in reality, you have to, and let me say it again, you have to exercise your social responsibility because it not affect your household, but later on it will affect you. Remember, say your daughters and your sons, they're gonna have relationship with these people, whether you like it or not. They're going to go to school with these people. Oftentimes we hear people come and say, oh, my pitney get bullied and this and that. Government need to do something about it. It's time for you to utilize your social responsibility as a community. You have to speak out about these things. No, really, you know my story, right? Guys, I was 7-year-old. I was just 7. I'm not gonna go into it. I am healed. Let me say that. I am healed, but I also have a daughter. And as much as possible, I want to protect her, but I don't want to protect her from too much because I have to bring awareness as well. Just know she sit down and she listen to everybody panel. That's not something that I want to do, but it's something that I have to do. You understand? It's
Yeah, it will take too long. Just get to it.
Especially when I sit down and listen to them 2 big women there. And let us not think only that this go happen in the ghetto or whatever is a ghetto thing. It is not. Like Kira said, rural communities are affected. I am from a rural community. I am from St. James. I know of instances where mothers know some man in the community a pedophile, go to prison, spend time in prison, and they still send them picking out the people in house the things.
True.
They still send them to people house with things, and like really said, they are predators. They have particular people that they target. And you see the same mothers and fathers who take vanity and grow on a picnic, who don't understand, so not set up on a picnic. Because when you cannot give them, this is what you're going to use to grab your children. And just like Natty said, the elites as well. People fear to come out and talk because in shame, victims are often shame and whatever.
True.
You understand? But I'm going to utilize my social responsibility and I'm going to speak on it. I am going to speak on it. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. And yes, go and report it to the police station of women like that in there.
But the same police, I make it, the one them will do it now. Them bridging. Unless I know them bridging.
You have them that think like this with these women too.
Everybody can go report.
Everywhere. And yes, I said it too. I made a comment earlier on TikTok and said it that 95% of these women that you see in Jamaica, it's not a reach, they are being affected. They are being affected. I am sorry when I have met me 10-year, me 11-year-old sit down and listen to this. Had to. Because she go eventually have to go out there in a society.
Yeah.
She go eventually have to go.
Well, she learn a lot to them. Nothing wrong with that.
And then coming like a wolf in a sheep clothing.
Nothing wrong with that lady.
They're like wolves in sheep
that was
clothing.
good to let she hear.
Spooky. They're out there. Bless up on yourself. Kira, thank you so much. You speak on so much. Really, I appreciate this program. This is one of the reasons as to why I was drawn to this, to you, especially until we find out that, all right, this is more deeper than that. I appreciate it and continue to do the right. Because on today I speak about this. And the little girl in me is happy to know that you have people who are speaking about this. I am happy because it happened too long, and victims too we protect people too much when we are really the victim, because we keep them more close, because we don't want to shame family member and understand that we are the victims here.
But most time my family member then keep it quiet because them no want shame. They must say I shame the family.
Because we are trying to protect family members, but we are the victims here. I want to remember that. I am 34-year-old, and a lot of time I get up and I cry. And I cry.
I have something I can't left him. Can't left him.
Right, later people.
It's like it just stuck with him.
Thank you, Mama.
I can't left it with you. There are times where you don't remember. And one time everything just come out by you like a big bumble.
Can you take me down, please?
True.
Okay, Mom. Hey, let me tell you something. Let's talk about this shit. Let's talk about this shit for a bit. And I would I know, you want to go from picking them and can't go from the baby there. Outside. Floor lick me wicked. Anyway, let me tell you this. Let me see if I can get them element. Yo, my heart coming at me a fever inside. Whoa, I want to do a cool. Let me start this a little bit soon. You see, now that you put your foot in your mouth, I don't want the damage control. But when I go about the damage control wrong, I remember that. Because you put your foot in your mouth and the situation is serious, I don't want the damage control. I don't feel like...
But of them do it then get all false letter and read.
Yo, let me tell you this. I'm telling you this. It's a bit too late. Too late shall be your cry. Now, when you see the platform over here all the while, I want to come at the end of the platform while we were talking, and in the platform, while Jakes was here, all I want to come into the platform come say, oh, great piece, child molester. I want to talk what I want to talk on that platform. Later, this platform we would have had a live from 3 o'clock the evening until 3 a.m. I see at about 10 o'clock, them still there and nobody now said nothing. That time one video I dropped, exonerate Jakes, because Jakes never touched the girl. So the little girl come out with a video to say, oh, he did not, I've never had sex with Jakes or whatever. So everybody get into their feelings. No, this get big. And this is the biggest one. As you understand in Jamaica, everybody but here shoot because somebody put their foot in their mouth. This gone too far. But enablers, more show no full of shit like crab. Excuse me language. But you never take a stand for nothing else. But this you not take a stand for. While we would have encouraged all of you to take a stand when the situation wasn't this dangerous, and we are saying, enablers, gifters, people from the camp, let her know that you will not support her if she continue like this. And I know no say to tell her and she decides that she gonna stop. That simply means you were all in agreement with what was happening. All of you were in agreement with what was happening, but all of a sudden now, for some reason, everybody took a stand. We told her last night. We told her last night, listen, if you continue, we are not going to support you.